An anomaly is an entity that enters our reality from somewhere else. They are formed and strengthened by human emotion, fixation, and attention. Not everything unusual in our world is anomalous, and it's possible that even seasoned paranormal investigators have never seen one before. This anomaly story begins decades ago in the Shelterwood Inn. It ends tonight. The main structure of the Shelterwood Inn was once used as part of a logging camp, but was retrofitted and expanded into a luxury hotel in the 1970s as a stopover towards Coldwater. It was a popular tourist destination at the time. Its no vacancy sign was lit more often than not. The decades have not been kind to the hotel, though. Diminishing traffic and low funds have left it a faded shell of its former glory. Like I said, the Shelterwood Inn was once the primary building of a logging camp. Did you know it was built on top of the cistern? When the building was updated into a hotel, it was connected to proper municipal systems. The cistern was never filled in with cement or sealed off. The cistern is accessible from a removable crate in the hotel's basement. Growing up, James's parents sternly warned against opening the crate, as the dark, water-filled space would mean almost certain death if a child were to fall in. The one time James opened it himself at the age of 5, he lost his stuffed lion to the death. The long silence and quiet splash instilled in him an intense fear of the dark which did not dissipate with age. James forgot about the lion, but it did not forget about him. For decades, this anomaly lay largely dormant. But when James returned to run the hotel, it woke to feed on his fear. And over the years, it has haunted the hotel and tried many times to lure him into the cistern. And recently, it succeeded.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Quest Junkies. We are diving into part 2 of One Night at the Shelterwood Inn. This system is actually 2 systems in one little handy-dandy booklet. Our first side was Liminal Horror, which we all had a lot of fun with, and now we're jumping into the unknown with using the Triangle Agency system. And if I believe right, this won an award at the Crit Awards this year. So we're going to be testing it out, dipping our toe in the water, so to speak. And let's get right into things with introducing our players. Let's start off with C. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, C here, and should I say my character as well?
Yes, please. And you know what? While you're at it, tell me about where you find yourself this morning. Are you at home? Are you in the office?
I'm gonna be playing as Otis, the receptionist of the Shelterwood Inn, and I think I wanted to get up early and get at the Shelterwood Inn early. So I think I'm just playing around with trying and make some drinks, because I still don't know how exactly people do that. So I'm just putting things together, just putting different kinds of ingredients together in the same glass and seeing what concoction turns up.
And now we move on to Bridget.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bridget. I'll be playing Claire, a woman in PR. And I think, like any good public relations representative, she has taken over the probably ancient, very deteriorated-looking business center in the Shelterwood Inn that has equipment that's at least 10 to 15 years out of date. And I think because her motto is just... never stop, never rest, something like that. She has likely fallen asleep in the business center, the computer having shut off due to inactivity quite some time ago. So she's probably head down on the desk, totally having crashed out at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning the night before.
And now let's jump over to Patch.
Hello, everybody. I'm Patch, and today I will be playing the role of Father Fred, or Father Frank, or Father... just something with an F. It doesn't really matter. You see, Father's not the best with names, so as long as Father's in there, it's fine. I think that we will meet the Father as they are just finishing up a 3-hour morning bath. Gotta really soak those pores and cleanse the soul of all the sins of man and the weight of the world and all the peril and suffering of man and just maybe a suspicious amount of anomalous rubby duckies as well, but that's our secret.
And would you find yourself at the inn, at corporate, or at home?
I like to think it would be unusual for there to be a corporate bath. But let's go with the corporate bath.
And Wayne. I mean, Aelin. I just see the little picture. With your coffees in hand, where do you find yourself today?
Well, Wayne is going to be making sure that he's got everybody's orders just right. Everybody's names are spelled correctly on them. He had to kind of Frank's / Fred's says both names on it, just to cover all the bases. Getting ready to deliver these coffees. Also made sure that he's got like extra batteries for flashlights. Every toolkit is like perfectly stocked. The crew is going to have everything they need for a successful mission.
Perfect.
He's eager beaver, ready to go.
We love that for Wayne. Wayne, would you say you're an eager beaver on your way into corporate, or would you be at the inn?
Probably starting out at corporate, and then transitioning to the inn, probably behind everybody else.
Perfect. So, Otis. Next to you, the phone of the inn starts making this weird ringing sound. Not like a proper phone. There's something wrong with it, almost like it's mixing itself with dial-up, and it just gets louder and louder and louder, begging for you to pick up the receiver, while Claire, in the business center, this really, really old, like Windows 98 computer starts to boot up, and the light is just so blaring right in your eyes. Fred, Frank, you're there in the corporate bath, watching another episode, and I think all of you the night before going to bed enjoyed a good watch through of This Mysterious Life, where they're about to go on the road to their next location. They're headed to a place called Clearwater, and you can't wait to see what's in store. Especially Otis, you have a young daughter at home who is the biggest fan. You had to have custom plushies ordered from their producer of each one of the film members and some of her favorite boogeymen. Wayne, you are walking into the building. You're getting your ID checked. They're doing the whole pat down. They're testing and making sure that, you're not a human. before allowing you in, because we cannot let the terrestrials into the corporate sanctum. And as you walk in, everybody's electric devices are going off as you see your manager pop up. Or maybe you hear them through a receiver. So if you have a screen, you'll see them. If you have an audio device, you'll hear them.
Well, good morning, all. Welcome back to the office. We have detected a anomalous threat. We already have 2 at the location, and we need to deploy all remaining units. We need Wayne to report. We need Father Frank Fred to report. Your disguises for your skin suits are in the boxes. We've done our best to procure what we can. Basically, we need a full analysis. Bonuses are on the line. Any questions?
None from me, ma'am. Thank you very much. Happy to be at your service, ma'am.
All right. Well, maybe you should have had some questions there, intern. So let me break it down for you. You're gonna investigate the hotel. All right. We've already have boots on the ground, looking around. We need you to locate the Anomaly's domain, and apprehend it for storage, or neutralize the threat. Father Frank, we need you to rein it in a bit, and keep loose ends to a minimum this time.
Now, hold on just 1 minute there. When you say, rein it in, if I may be so bold, to what extent am I to rein what in?
Father Frank Fred, are you questioning corporate? That's a demerit. We're continuing. That's another demerit.
Sorry,
That's another
interference,
demerit. There goes your
mutes
Christmas
himself.
bonus.
He just mumbles on mute.
According to what we've gotten in from Otis and Claire, we've learned that this is a fear-based anomaly. So do your best to stay as calm as possible. Do not let those riley emotions, Father Frank Fred, rear their ugly heads, or you might have to have a sit down with HR and watch a 4-hour tape on behaviors of humans.
Anything you need from us, ma'am?
That's the go-getter attitude that we need. Otis, what's the weather over there? Over?
Hello? Is it coming from the phone?
From the phone.
The receiver is just on the table, just upturned, and I'm just like this.
Sir, a storm seems to be brewing here. It's coming pretty fast, it seems.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you unless you end that sentence with over. Over.
Over, sir.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay,
Over.
well, it looks like that there's a storm coming in. So remember to ask yourself the following things. Can this entity be contained? Can it be controlled? And can we replicate it? Because if we can replicate it, we can make more of you. Anyway, your teleportation pieces are on the table. Feel free to take it. You should find yourself with Otis and Claire pretty soon. Speaking of which, Claire, how's everything going?
I think she'll, when the light on the computer started to boot up, she was just startled out of like a very deep sleep and goes,
Reports coming in show details we've gathered along with intelligence we've received. Understood and acknowledged.
Over.
Over.
Yeah. All right, people, let's make sure we keep this as a clean report, filed appropriately. And don't forget, we're always watching. Okay, bye-bye.
And at the end of this transmission, there's still some static. If you feel like you would have ended transmission, please indicate. And if you feel like you would have stayed for a moment, let me know.
yeah, I think she would have listened a little bit longer.
I think it wouldn't have been on purpose. I just would have been struggling with just putting the receiver back. So I would hear a little bit more.
Okay.
I think Father Frank Fred was probably reaching for a towel as the transmission was ending.
Wayne is waiting to be dismissed.
There is a crackling, a static, as a voice that isn't corporate breaks through your electronic devices.
You should know that corporate has been lying to you. And unfortunately, has been, we just blew up one space station that had a bunch of you on it. If I were you, I would find a way to free myself. And it's also surprising that all of you are just so good at being good little boys and girls, just doing exactly what you're told. If you want out, there's a way out. Come find me. Just look for signs of the opal vapor in transmission.
And the line goes dead.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I tapped the receiver.
Man, I think we picked up somebody's baby monitor somehow.
All right. So, Wayne, you clip-clop your way in through the corporate building, up the stairs. You're not using the elevator. You're getting your steps in. You're a go-getter, that's for sure. You go into the corporate baths to find Father Frank Fred, who is very clumsily still getting used to his skin suit.
Here, I got you a towel.
Much obliged. Wait, what was it? Oh, William Wayne?
Wayne, I'm the intern.
Wayne the intern. Well,
Anything you need asking, just or need doing, just ask.
What I needed was a towel, and you did provide a towel. So much obliged to you and yours. I'm not sure about this. Is this a good fit? Just sort of like T-poses. The
I don't know
skin
about
suit,
you, but I love wearing these things. I think they're just so fun.
I feel a bit constricting. I don't know. Maybe that's why these humans are so uptight all the time.
You just got to get used to the elbows and the dangly bits.
Oh, well, what do they call those dangle jangles down there?
I think that's a good name for them as any.
Dangle jangles. Yeah. What were we talking about?
The mission. We're supposed to be meeting up Otis and Claire at Shelterwood Inn.
Yes, we will go, we'll go to see Hovis and Bear at the Welter Wilt Inn. Lead the way.
Just as he said, sir.
Mr. Intern.
Provides you with like a cup of space coffee.
Oh, the good Lord hath provided sustenance.
This coffee is out of this world. And you escort Father Fred into the teleportation room, where you find a series of black puzzle pieces. And there's this big piece of art on the wall where you can just go up and slide it on in. The art piece is of this dark, stormy mountainside with a little cabin. It has a little motel symbol up above and little neon lights. And you slide in your pieces to find yourselves drenched. It's a downpour. There's thunder. As you are in not the living room, the parking lot of the inn itself.
Hang on, I got something for this. Wayne like reaches in his like little like duffel bag of supplies and pulls out like an umbrella. The people here use these to protect themselves from the wet.
Yes, I was going to say, if I'd have known there would have been so much wet, I would have not gotten pre-wet in the bath.
Maybe I should have kept that towel.
Always bring a towel. It's the most essential piece of equipment. Let that be a lesson to you now, intern.
I will take this as a note.
Alrighty.
Claire, from your computer, you get a message from corporate. They never fully give you context, but you are told that this anomaly is low risk, should be routine containment with no civilian casualties expected. What you have started to see, along with Otis, as you've been loosely looking around the inn itself, just in your starting zones, is there's a weird mold that you've been finding in places. In some areas it's more concentrated than others, but you hear a ruckus of your companions coming to join you in the lobby, where Otis finds himself behind the desk.
Welcome. How can I help you? I look at a script that I wrote myself to how to greet humans. What brings you here today? This is to Father. Is this Claire or Father Frank and Wayne, or all of them?
All of you are starting to converge, so play with it however you want.
Okay.
Okay. Hearing that, Father Fred Frank will step forward and be like, Well, if this isn't Hovis, my boy. It's been some time.
Oh, Father, it's you! Sorry, I didn't recognize you with the...
Yes, it is unique looking, very much. I like the dangle jangle. That's a new one I learned.
I like it. I like to twist it. It's fun.
Yes, relaxing. I imagine quite relaxing.
Very.
Yes. And of course, you know our intern here, Shane.
Right.
Comes in, shaking the umbrella off, and kind of tucks it away. Greetings. Wait, sorry. Howdy. It fits the hat.
Howdy.
I think at this point, Claire emerges from the back, looking remarkably put together. I think she's got this whole morning routine that she's studied so much about down to about 10 to 15 minutes tops. So she emerges still kind of rubbing her eyes and just going, God, skin is so weird sometimes. Wayne, please, I should have the red eye. It's got about 7 shots. I'm gonna need it.
Of course. Here you go, ma'am.
She will. It's like scalding hot coffee, but I imagine she chugs a good third of the drink in a remarkable amount of time.
And taking each other in, Claire is in this beautiful business suit. Gorgeous shoes, pristine. She's got a ornate cigarette case and a lighter. Otis, you've been provided by corporate an apron, a ring of keys, and a name tag that says Otis because they thought that would help you fit into your human roles. Father, you are wearing a black cassock with a white collar. You've got a rosary and an old Bible. And Wayne, you know what? The howdy fits the hat. Your uniform is just a little too big for you. It's reminiscent of if you'd ever seen a little human kid play dress up. You're also given keys, and it's got a big star on it as well, and it matches a vehicle you saw outside with a big star on it, and it had some whirly lights on top of it. But yeah, you guys were kitted out the best you could be by corporate. This is going to be a great day. We're really working towards some raises. Most of us are working towards some raises, actually. So yeah, welcome to the investigation, everybody.
Full Coneheads level of consuming the coffee all the way down to the bottom and then just crushing it just ultra fast, and then
Here, let me grab that trash for you.
You're very kind.
They put them in these receptacles instead of consuming them.
Huh.
Which, I don't know. It sounds a little wasteful to me, but we can't all be recyclers.
As they say in the good word of the Bible, in the words of Almighty Jesus, waste not, want not. Let he who hath decided to cast away thine temptations be what was that next part? I don't know what this word says. The message is in there, I'm sure. You'll find it. You'll find it. Is it working? I'm calling it method acting. I did a lot of research about it.
And when, Father Frank is holding around his Bible, what you see inside the pages, it's so strange. So there's a yellow page in there with a bunch of names and numbers in it, some address locations. There is another page that has a cartoon dog chasing a bird. And then another one, it has markets and charts. There's another page with words of affirmations and quotes. It is a sturdy Bible.
Truly a good
true.
book.
Mm-hmm.
Well, consistent with your perceived age and what we understand about religion, it makes sense to me.
It is a rather fascinating cult, I have to say, and particularly worldwide, even. It is, studies have shown great variety of human belief systems that make absolutely no sense in any comprehension whatsoever. And yet they prevail, and I think that truly is magnificent. In itself, perhaps, mayhaps, should I say, an anomaly.
Yes, I think you'll do just fine, Father.
Well, thank you. Your name, Clarice, was it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll definitely remember that.
So, in this reception area, Otis, you have gotten familiar with the layout of the land. There are hotel rooms on the outside. You have all sorts of keys to all sorts of places. There's a kitchen, which you've been making concoctions in. And there's you saw what looked like a bedroom. There were some stairs that looked like they went down, but you didn't go down because you got really, really into the whole concoction making process. But if you guys would like to start your investigations and give me an idea of where you'd like to check out, we can kind of see what you find.
I think the last known place where mold was found.
And what's so fun about that is that when you were in here, and you've all been in here, there was no mold. But isn't it funny how when you turn around, there's a spot of it growing on the carpet over there? And it's just a little ways down towards the bar.
Ooh, so if we have kits that Wayne brought, I can imagine there's like gloves and evidence collection means, so she'd like to crouch down and just collect a little evidence, seal it away properly, following corporate protocol, I'm sure, for collecting.
Love that for you. Yes. You get a happy corporate point for following protocol. And the others?
I think you see Otis with a broom and right, yes, that is how you should do it. And I just throw the broom to the side. I've been told to keep this place clean. Those things are appearing way too often.
Well, we'll see if we can't run some tests. Zipping up evidence.
Are there other places that you've seen the mold that we can help clean it up and collect samples?
Yes. She'll pull out, I think, a tiny little notepad she keeps for reference sake and rattle off a list of places the mold has been seen, if there is some.
Absolutely. So I can actually give you guys some room options, and you can tell me where you'd like to go. We have the garden area / parking lot, which is outside in the rain. We have the owner's residence. We have the lobby, which can be further investigated. The service corridor, which is behind the lobby. There's stairs leading down to the basement, which no one's gone down yet. There are hotel rooms. There are 5 of those total that could be checked. Everything else is so who would like to go where?
I may go investigate some of these rooms, see if they happen to have any bathing facilities. That appears to be my expertise. If there is mold of that particular kind, then I will do my utmost to ascertain its qualities and purpose and intent, and report back.
I'll come with you. I can open the doors. I've been given the keys. So
Exemplary, Oatmeal. You can join me.
Oatmeal, yes.
Think she's kind of drawn to the owner's residence, see if there's any evidence left behind there, any more details to ascertain.
And Wayne?
Well, I know that humans tend to be scared of basements, so I think I'm going to go check that out, because I feel like maybe that's a good starting place. Unless anybody needs me elsewhere, I can team up or say the word. I am at your command.
Before everyone leaves, I think she'll make sure everyone has a collection kit, which comes with a little post-it note from Claire detailing proper evidence retrieval protocols.
And please, if anyone goes against protocol and doesn't glove up, don't shut up. Please let me know. Let's first start with Claire. Claire, you make your way out of the lobby. You're side by side with Wayne. And in order to get to the residence, in order to get to the basement, you both start walking down the service corridor. It's long and on the northern side. To the eastern end is a set of creaky wooden stairs that go down, and as Wayne starts to leave you, you come across a quaint living space added onto this building what's obviously sometime after the point of install. This room, it's a small bedroom, and it has its own kitchen and living room. There are candlesticks caked with drippings of numerous candles. Spent matches are neatly collected in a bin in the bathroom. The carpets display the same pattern here as everywhere else in the hotel, but the color appears basically faded to black and white. The blinds in this whole section of the residence quarters are fully open, and they don't look like they've been closed in years. You find yourself in the kitchen. There is a half-eaten meal left on that table. This might be a fun moment in your investigation with what you find. We can do this dice roll one of two ways. You can give me a percentage, and you hit the 50 threshold, I'll give you something useful. You're below that, I'm going to give you something observable. But if you want to roll a d20, what I'm going to say is there's a chance for you to walk away with bupkis. If you want to remember some lore that Claire would have had, especially with her being on the computer, I'm going to say 15 and higher. So what kind of gambling do you feel like doing today?
I will take my chances with the D100.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, good so far. 64.
Okay. You find a computer tablet on the kitchen table. It's off. You go over to it. You're tech savvy. This it's kind of perfect for you. What would you do when you come across a tablet?
If it's in the kitchen, she may tap the power button to see if it turns on, but if it doesn't, she'll probably turn around and look for some kind of charger.
Well, much to your surprise, it does power on. And according to the dossier you and Otis had arrived to the inn with, you see a photo of a man and a woman who you know to be James and Linda.
Is the tablet passcode protected?
It is.
I think she'll hold on to it. Actually, what's the battery life?
The battery life is at 69%.
Nice. Collecting that for evidence before making a cursory perusal through the... If it is just one room, but if there are more rooms in the ownership residence, she'll probably peruse there as well.
Yeah. When you make your way into the bedroom, they've got these... There's this bed, and then there is a box on each side with this, with a lamp on top. And it looks like it has little doors. One of them has a locket on it, and the other one has a notebook.
She'll probably go for the notebook first.
Mm-hmm. You just open it up.
Yeah.
The pages crack and creak with stiffness. And the inside of the notebook has every single password that this man could possibly own for AOL, Yahoo, Gmail, his banking information, his router, just everything. It's all in one convenient location.
I think closing the book, she'll take out a larger than average evidence bag and seal it away. Carry it with her.
And from there, we fade away from Claire. And we chamber into Otis and Frank Fred. All right, buddies, out into the rain you go. The wetness begins. It hits your hair and it makes it stick to your scalp. And some humans get you can feel it on the suit you wear. Something about being out in the rain, you just smell a little different. The rain smells great, but wet human doesn't always smell awesome. And it's so dark. And let's talk about our hotel rooms and what you want to look at. 1, 2, or 5.
What's your favorite number between 1 and 5, Hober?
I like 5. It's nice and round. And it looks like a
5 it is. And he heads over to room 2 and then stops. 5, and then walks over to room 5.
Room 5. Otis, jingle jangle.
I keep trying all of the keys one by one, and then see the one with the number 2 and try that one. Nope, nope, and try it. Eventually, I reach the 5th one.
The door creaks open in protest. The hinges were largely rusted shut. The room, it's a cramped space, mostly taken up by a full-sized mattress, with just enough room to walk around. Do you go inside?
Absolutely.
Spread throughout the room, there's a suitcase and personal effects of what looks like to be one individual. It also looks like those effects were maybe supplies that one would need for a hike. The bed, you know what? Bedroom, bathroom. Bathroom's already been indicated. Patch, roll me a 50 and above. You get something useful. Below that, you get the obvious. Otis, I'm going to let you look at the main bedroom. So same parameters.
82.
82, okay.
Forgot you have to roll 2 dice for a percentile. But the first one was a 90, so...
Okay.
91.
91. Okay, so we got good rolls from both of you. Otis, the bed has been pushed askew, and the carpet beneath it is torn, and it's almost as if someone was attempting to rip it up. In the bathroom, in the back, is an even smaller room than what is comfortable for one person. It's almost like an RV-sized bathroom. There's not a lot of elbow space. And what you find is a mirror that is smashed with shards scattered across the floor. And there, on one of the shards, is a piece of meat. And on that meat is some black flakes.
I believe that's what they refer to as a Jill pot. Or is it Jack? No, it's not jackpot. Jackpot sounds silly. He'll pull out an evidence bag and attempts to slide all of it in, the shard of glass, the meat, and the flakes on top, just like maneuvering the glass. And I think as he does, he's curious. He's going to look at another nearby shard and just look at the reflection and see if anything feels off, as he's compelled to find out why someone would smash such a beautiful piece of craftsmanship in such a tiny, secluded place.
Looking in the mirror, you see yourself reflected back. The corners of the room are just unusually dark.
What in the vignette is going on here? I think he'll take another shard of the glass and just put it in his pocket. And then back out of the bathroom.
Okay. I need you to make me a secret roll. Roll me a D100.
Want me to DM me the result? I'll just tell you above table.
No, just tell me.
Okay. 55.
Okay, thank you so much. Otis.
I think I would just crouch down. I try to put on the gloves, but I can't really manage, so it's just however it appears. It's basically I'm just using my clothes as to try and get the carpet, examine the carpet and see if there's anything underneath, like if I can find out other information about why is it torn.
What you see are, upon closer inspection, it's like deep claw marks almost. And you're very familiar with claw marks. Because I don't know if that's your actual form, but you know of people like you when your suits are doffed that do have claws. It's not animalist. It's not like any terrestrial animal.
Hmm. And is it only the carpet that's torn?
It's only the carpet.
If I lift it, can I see anything underneath it?
You see a broken nail into the subfloor. And it's black. I want to say the broken nail is of this claw is about this big. And it's just in a little hollowed on the inside. And
okay, I pick up one of the pouches that Claire gave us and just put the claw in it.
Perfect. Would you like to go look at a different room?
Yeah, after I'm done with that, I would go to where Father Frank Fred is.
Probably coming out of the bathroom at this point. Did you find anything, Halibut?
I found this thing. It's like a claw. It's pretty big. It was on the floor. It fucked up the carpet.
Fascinating. I guess 5 really was your lucky number after all. Right, shall we head over, what are you thinking, Hugo? 1 or 2?
Let's go with 2, because it's like 5. I was getting confused earlier, so...
Yes, I like that. And there's 2 of us, so I like the way you think.
Yes, I thought that.
Okay.
You make your way to room number 2. You fumble with your keys. You find the right one. And you open the door to a garishly decorated room. There, a king-size waterbed dominates most of the wall. It is shaped like a heart. There's a part of the space that's set in with a sunken seating area. There's a hearth-shaped tub. There's cherubs. And there's little motes of dust floating in the air. There's also vinyl rose petals. And the moment you open the door, there's a cacophony of romantic music that begins to play.
What intonation is this? Is this the siren's call? A medical alarm? Why is everything so, I don't even know what it is, but it compels me.
Oh. In what way?
Well, I guess we might be about to find out.
It is really nice in here.
Yes. Why don't we switch things up? I'll take a look around here. Let me know if there's a decent bath in the bathroom.
You start to hear a bubble of voices that are unfamiliar to you. You both go to the front door and look out, and down through the rain, you can start to see what looks like the bobbing of a flashlight. It's almost like a walking motion, and there's multiple of them. Every once in a while, you hear a little bark. And it is with that you feel the urgency to go inside to the lobby.
We should well, let's leave here. Let's go back. There are humans coming.
Yes, we have visitors. I've been briefed for this.
Yes. All right. Well, you take the lead and I'll follow. I trust in your judgment.
And then I close the door and we go back into the lobby.
Wayne. Oh, sweet angel baby Wayne. You part from Claire. Going down the corridor, you break away from Claire. There's a creaky set of wooden stairs. And you hit each one with your boot, and it gives way to the weight. The wood groans in protest, but it sounds kind of cool, the way your heel thuds on it. There's a little jingle jangle from this little silver thing in the back of your shoe. And you go, ka-ch, 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 as you start going down the stairs.
Yeah, Wayne is almost dancing down the stairs like, oh yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah. You are having a great day at work. Everybody's been super nice to you. You've been complying with all your sanctioned human behaviors. You've been a really good boy. So, what doesn't feel great is the deeper you get into this basement area, you are assaulted with the smell of mildew that is just hanging very thickly in the air. Now, make your roll. If you want to do the D100, if you want to gamble with a D20. Let's play a game.
You know what? Let's gamble.
Okay. Hit me with it.
That was an 18.
Okay. You are assaulted with the smell of mildew. The air is thick. It feels weird on the lungs that you have. But you've got enough chambers to keep breathing. You notice that the shelves are filled with all sorts of supplies. There's old expired food, there's extra furnishings, spices, just... There's a really nice sofa that looks like, you know what, like, no one's going to use that. You could probably take it back to your place and repurpose it, because, I mean, what's more human than that? You go deeper into the basement, and there's these wet patches, and they're just so dark. You've got a flashlight, surely.
Yeah. Can I also, since it kind of smells down here, can I check my investigation kit for like a mask?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Wayne's gonna kind of hold it up and then go look at like the little strappy things, like, and it's gonna take him a hot minute of trying to figure out how to get this on his ears. He's like, I think, like, it goes on like the back of his head, it goes over his hat, it just, he's like, no, maybe, okay. And he's like blocking off different air holes, like what makes things better and versus what makes things worse. And eventually 5 minutes later gets the mask over both the mouth and the nose.
He's so precious.
He's like a Labrador retriever in a person suit.
I love him so much. I can see this animated in my head, the whole thing. So
he's like a side variant of whatever Frank the Pug is in Men in Black.
You get your mask on. You pull out your little flashlight. And you're like looking around the basement. You're double checking the puddles. And yeah, some of them are dark. There's like a little bit of an iron smell. And that one's not entirely black. There's like a semi-red sheen to it. And I think at that time you start to hear a commotion in the lobby. as our guests are starting to arrive. But
I feel like the commotion happens right as Wayne is about to lick the puddle of red.
pulls his mask out. She's like,
it's like, oh no. More either people to help or people that don't know that we're not that people.
well, game on. Otis, thankfully, when you came into the lobby, you locked the door behind you. So you've bought everybody enough time to congregate. You all hear corporate squawk in. Just remember, no loose ends. Don't do anything drastic either. Mind your P's and Q's. Remember, you humans. Just be humans. And transmission. Oh, sorry. Comes back in. Over. There's a jangling at the door. Hello? Is anyone inside? It's mighty wet out here.
Oh, welcome. Come on in.
Thank you. It was just coming down and can we use your phone?
Of course. You, it's over there.
Yeah, we and then we start going through our interactions with our crew. Does anyone start fangirling as the people from this mysterious life have graced you with their presence?
Father Fred Frank is like the holy Bible out, but like looking over and internally it's like, oh my god, it's actually them, oh my god, fate has brought us together on this day. Oh, blessed be to Chrysler Almighty, for they have brought this. It's just super fangirling in his head.
Otis certainly fangirls after the whole interaction with the phone, and the phone will not work. So Otis is gonna tell Morgan, well, this storm is probably messing up the reception, and then I see Blake, and then wait a second, have I seen you before? Are you Blake?
Why, yes, I am.
Oh my goodness. Wait till I tell my daughter. She's a huge fan of yours.
That is mighty kind of you. Just thank you so much for your hospitality. We were stranded out there. It's really been coming down. Is there a way we could get any help?
Well, with this weather, I'm not sure, but there is a garage down the road, and George is gonna be able to help you. Maybe in the morning. You know what? We can help you tonight. Like, we have rooms. Here.
That is
outside.
So kind of you. Thank you so much. And off on the side, Morgan sits next to Wayne. Wow, 20, that's pretty young for a sheriff.
Oh, yeah. Howdy, ma'am. Yeah, as my buddy there said, Hank the mechanic owns the garage. He can tow you in the morning.
And
then
he
kind of was like hiding his phone, which definitely has waifu wars on it. Because he was like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do the kid thing, be on the phone. And it has like a bunch of the special edition ones because he doesn't know what he's doing, but he accidentally just has the luck.
Hey, do you play, I'm so bad with accents. Do you play a white, I'm not gonna try. Do you play waifu warriors at all? And can I get a scotch?
Drops the phone, goes to grab whatever it... He picks up a bunch of different bottles, tries to read them, but is too frazzled, and just pours whichever type of alcohol it is into a cup and brings it back.
There's a tea order made, and Otis has his little concoctions that he could dole out, and Claire comes on out. The crew lets you know that they were run off the road by the weather, and Wayne, in his fumble, hasn't even gotten the chance to tell you guys about what he found in the basement. But there's also just something off about them being run off the road at the same time you guys are supposed to be checking out a fear anomaly. So Wayne is gonna nope on out of the inn, get in his car, and go drive to investigate. Go look at this van. While you guys are handling our loose ends.
Speaking of sheriff duties, I think there's a bear out there. I'm gonna go check it out, do that thing. He just keeps like tipping his hat. Almost like bow curtsies his way out.
Bear. And while he notes out, the rest of you are taking in the boom mic, the little recording devices that they have with them. And of course they would. You guys are familiar with their show, but also it's not really great for what you have to do here. So with these walking, talking loose ends, starting to scrutinize the agents with their well-honed journalistic instincts, how does this get handled?
I'll tell you what. Again, it's raining. You probably just want to go to bed. You're tired. Let me give you the best room that we have. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite, actually. Come here. Follow me.
And I bring them to the Valentine's room.
Otis departs with our crew. Claire and Father. The anomaly, sensing the potential victims, begins to react to the presence of these new guests. Its influence starts to spread more aggressively, and the mold that you had been seeing here in the heart of the inn. Darkness clings to the walls, shadows actively growing longer, molds seeping into the air, becoming much more prominent at a rapid pace. Does this give you any anxiety, either of you?
I think Claire comes in, acting probably very managerial in the last scene, and maybe has like a little clipboard she grabbed from an office. I think the tablet is on the clipboard and she's logging any information on it, but I think when they leave, I wonder if there's maybe some kind of thumb drive that like she can insert into the tablet that like jailbreaks it a little bit so she can like contact corporate with it directly. Something like that.
For sure.
So I think she's trying to put like a rush order on testing the evidence that they've collected so we can obtain more information. Something like that.
And Father?
Sorry, just I think that task like keeps her distracted enough to keep a cool head.
Perfect.
I think now that this immediate area is much emptier as people have separated off, he's gonna hang tight and he's gonna look around, and he's got his hand in his pocket and he's feeling that shard of glass that he took. And he's gonna look firstly if there's any mirrors in this area. If there aren't, he will focus on the windows, and every now and again we'll sort of glance through and see if the rain is getting worse, if there's anything of interest outside. But he's trying to sort of feel for differences in the air, like if it's even just a vibration, if it's that smell getting worse, and he's trying to sort of isolate it slowly by pacing around the room and like focusing on small signs that might be leading to something bigger as opposed to something more obvious.
Okay. Claire, you send your data up to corporate, and corporate is fastly looking through everything on this device, the things that you've all been collecting, because your collection boxes are all linked together in a hive mind state. So once you were able to upload it all that information starts processing, and they start narrowing things down. And what you are drawn to on your tablet is this big picture of this little stuffed lion next to what looked like the male in the photo you had seen earlier, much younger. And this inn was much smaller. Corporate thinks that most likely the heart of this anomaly springs from this stuffy. Where it is a great question. And Father, let me get to that part. You were all investigating different parts, spotting different pieces, seeing the anomaly actively spread this much, while you all did your best to keep them distracted and calm, and Otis made a very good call, going to go put them in a room, keep them away, and you know what? Thankfully, keeping them alive, honestly, because there are some very brutal agents out there that would have removed the human element, but then you wouldn't have a fun show to watch, am I right? But even so, they come with their own fears and anxieties and inner struggles. Regardless of where they are, the anomaly continues to feed off of them. And little do you understand that them being locked in the room raises that tension even higher. You don't struggle with keeping your mission intact. You are doing a great job. You are following protocol. You're not deviating. Now, Wayne, the storm is raging. Everything's a blur as you peel down the road in your cop car. And you're probably going down about 3 miles. And you can see where their van is ass up, stuck in a burr. And you get out to go take a deeper look. When a car is run off the road because of water, it's a very different scenario than what's in front of you. You see a big indentation. We could meme on Edward Cullen saving Bella and putting his hand up. This is, in fact, bigger than that. And from the core of this crush, mold is starting to spread. And you hear a huge growl above you as slops of mold starts falling down from the trees surrounding you.
Can I look up with the flashlight?
Yes, you can. This thing at one point might have been a bear. It might have been a mountain lion. It might have been a person. Or maybe it's become a mixture of all three. Huge canines. Claws ready to pounce, and there's one little claw that your light picks up that reflects the light weird as it's jagged and broken. And it gets down in a pounce position, ready to jump on you. What do you do?
No thing. Gonna pull out my gun.
And I started blasting.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do some rollies. You want to start blasting? You want to hit it? Does it want to hit you? Do you want to get in the vehicle and drive away? You have so many options, but let's start with blasting and pouncing. So we'll do rollies. I guess a D20.
Okay.
So in order not to be pounced on, for it to miss, you need to be higher than a 10.
15.
It comes down off of the trees, it soars. But it's also, its body isn't really its body. It's a mixed mash of a lot of things, so it's kind of off kilter and it doesn't know the way gravity pulls at its own weight. And it misses you as you have your shotgun in hand. And you just want to...
This is either I'm going to deter it. I don't want to get pounced on, so I'm going to... I started blasting.
Okay. You start blasting. Okay. And you hit it in the shoulder. And it lets out this huge screech. And your car's right there. Do you want to keep shooting, or do you want to get back to the inn?
How big is it?
I'd say this is about 10 feet worth of mixed mash creature.
Oh. Okay, so if I had, say, rope. Just the general, 50 feet of hempen rope, so to speak.
You want a D&D with liminal horror?
Well, I got a cowboy hat. I'm thinking I'd like to wrangle it. And on my sheet, it says to bring something screeching. So it started screeching and I got some rope. So if I found the anomaly, I'm supposed to bring it back. That's helpful.
Okay. This is going to be a D100 roll. Listen, I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum. You hit a 50 and higher, you can hog tie this bitch.
Yes. That is a 76.
It struggles. It tries to fight you. It doesn't know its own body. But you're a yeehaw cowboy today.
Maybe I was wrong about a Labrador. Maybe I'm a sheepdog. Yep. Yeah, Wayne just kind of like barks at it while it's screeching. Okay, I gotta get this back in the truck. Do I worry about loose ends or do I worry about the anomaly? You know what? I'm just an intern. I'm gonna take this thing back and ask for instructions.
Way to be corporate-minded, Wayne. I love that for you. Oh my god, you get so many corporate happy points. It's not funny.
Wayne has the most corporate happy points. However, he has 0 chance for a raise because he doesn't make anything. He is unpaid.
Interns.
Make the world go round.
The rest of you, noticing the mold creep and how quickly it's happening. Father Frank, it's almost like a capillary effect of this mold. It's all rooted and coming from one area, and it's really not hard to see that it is drawing you towards the back of the building. Inside, but near the corridor that Claire had been in. Otis, you come in. You did such a great job. Your favorite people are safe, and you know what? Like, they're not even going to be mad at you, because how are they going to know? And you see Wayne starting to come in his vehicle, only for Claire to actually get a call in the lobby. Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Yes.
Hi. So, we think we've been, locked in and could also use some blankets. The door seems to not be working. Could we get this remedied by chance?
You know, there is I believe, a closet full of robes for your warmth and comfort. And, sometimes the locks in the rainy weather, they do tend to stick. Like, the wood expands. So give it the old college try. Just kind of brute force your way in, but if you still can't, then someone will be to your room momentarily. And then I think there's a moment of imitating, like, in that weird alien otherworldly voice of, like, static, like, so she literally just goes and then hangs up.
That wasn't very helpful. Wayne comes full Fast and Furious drift in the rain with this screeching monster on top of the vehicle. You all see it. We've got a monster hog-tied to this cop car, and we also have something drawing you to the back of the building. What are we doing?
Wayne with a big grin. I found something.
Oh, is that the one that we were looking for? Good job.
It might be.
Just taking pictures of this thing, several videos, just swooshing them off to the corporate overlords and logging everything that's happening. Well.
And as you do so, there's like this little box on your device that shows up, and it says procedures followed. It gets a green little tick. Anomaly found is still blank. There's extras, and then there's erase, get rid of loose ends. The extras is clicked, but your main anomaly is not.
Bad news. This is an interesting development, but it does not appear to be what we were looking for.
Are we, and from what you were saying earlier, is there like a feeling coming from like the area down to where the basement is?
Yes.
Okay, I think as Father Fred Frank sort of picks up on that a bit more. He will pull out a cigar and light it. Walk over to like the back area, grab a bottle of scotch, and we'll head towards the basement. Only one way to do this in this mysterious life. Let's see what happens. And we'll head towards the basement.
Should I leave the bear there?
Actually, can we bring it with us? Just in case the entity needs a more immediate target.
It's pretty big. Is it gonna fit down the stairway? It looks a little narrow.
Well, there's ways of accommodating.
We cut it into pieces. That's a terrific idea.
Precisely.
In fact, you know what? Here. And he pulls out his boot knife and spins it in his hand and hands the handle to you. There you go.
I think Claire is one of those with an attaché case, so like while she will take the knife, she will open an attaché case and pull out a mini hacksaw. And hand it to you, Father.
Au contraire. Huh. Much obliged. I don't know what this is, but we'll see.
It's simple. You just, and then she like maybe grabs one of this thing's feet, and then I think in her mind she's already logicked out this problem of like the rain will cover up the sound that happens as we chop the meat.
And that explains the peculiar noises our crew of this mysterious life was hearing inside of their hotel room. So are we only severing it to the point where it'll fit through the doors?
Ooh, I think yes, the hands and the feet are first, and those get tagged as in evidence boxes. But, like, as soon as it's down to, like, its limbs and it's really just kind of struggling against the rope, I think then we kind of, like, lift it like a couch a little bit, so, like, a few of us will probably have to carry it all in together, but I think that's her logic, anyway.
And as we go down the stairs, be run.
Same brain cell.
My left, no, your left, sorry.
Well, you know, what I love about playing pretend with your friends is that you can write out 6 different scenarios. And it's really the fact that with storytelling, we all get together and something truly unhinged happens. That I just want to rip up this book and be like, you know what? You guys have it. Corporate's happy. I really just want to give that to you guys. But I also want to see what happens. So we're gonna head towards the basement with this thing and see what other shenanigans y'all get into.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys about the basement. Well, because there were people, but yeah, there's some. It's kind of spooky down here.
Father Fred Frank is now trying to think back to last night's episode of This Mysterious Life, and is trying to think back to the like catchphrases that the team uses when they're on one of these spooky missions, and is like, all right, gang, let's split up and search for clues. No, that doesn't work here. We got this case, we'll solve this case. I don't know about that. What was that one they said one time? Shit's fucked, yo. Let's go deal with it. That'll do.
As the night progresses and the mold's presence intensifies, the fear of our crew of this mysterious life ebbs and flows, because they're they're used to the paranormal. This is not quite what they're used to. The anomaly is actively feeding off of those feelings. As you descend into the basement, the air isn't just thick, it's cold. Not only is there the smell of mildew, there's decay. The basement itself feels ancient. It's got worn stone walls. The ceiling is low. The floor is now slick with moisture. There's no longer just puddles. The building almost feels like it's holding its breath. The dampness seeps into your clothes, making every step feel heavier. And it's oddly quiet. Your flashlights cut through the dark illuminating scattered debris, rusted machinery, forgotten tools, cobwebs, thick and giving way to water. The blood trail. It doesn't take long to notice it on the walls. The faint trail of dark red stains weren't just on the floor, and they lead to a grate.
I think once we've gotten the man bearer down to the bottom of the stairs, try and set it down, like she'll direct everybody to set it down on the floor, and then maybe she'll kick it a little bit toward the center of the room so it splashes a little in the puddle. See if anything happens because of that, if it comes out for dinner or something.
You kick it, and as it goes through the water, any echo that there was in the basement, it's like being met with noise. The echo is canceled out. It's almost like the water eats the sound. It tumbles. It hits the grate. And the grate comes apart.
I think in anticipation of that, lifting up the camera, ready to snap a video, record a photo, something like that.
How big is the grate?
8 feet by 4 feet.
Well, I don't think that's particularly up to code. And also Wayne will pass out masks if anybody wants them. It's kind of stinky down here, just in case anybody wants to cover up their face holes. I figured out how to put them on. You gotta loop it over those little wiggly bits on the outside.
She'll take one.
I mean, the outfit they gave me had something for my jingle jangles, but if I need a spare, I will use this. Thank you.
Let's wait and see what it does with the offering.
More water starts to come up through the hole. And even more. And it touches the offering. Yeah, let's go with that. And it starts to catch some buoyancy, and it starts to slowly float in through the grate. And you hear this loud, and forgive me because I don't have the audio trigger since with all the updates with alchemy, so put it in post. This loud animalistic roar reverberates off of everything as dark tendrils start coming out and trying to grab you.
That doesn't look very friendly. Maybe does anybody need a lift up?
I think she'll just, until it's no longer safe to keep documenting, I think she will be, but then hearing that, she'll put the tablet away and, reach toward Wayne.
Wayne will attempt to try and put people up on the stairs, being the last person out.
I think as as we move back. This could be a dreadful idea. But dreadful ideas is what we do best. So, you said it's like black tendrils that are sort of coming towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I open the bottle of scotch. I throw it with my left hand and quickly follow up with my right with the lit cigar, heading towards the tendrils. Let's hope nothing else is flammable in this very enclosed space underground.
And Otis?
I think I'm gonna stay close to Wayne. Like, he wants to be the last one, but I let him because he seems eager to be the last one. But I'm right behind him just in case.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna try and get like a sample of this tentacle to give Otis.
We are going to have a roll-off. We're going to do direct rollies with every single person with these tentacles. I can roll one roll to rule them all. Ooh, let's do a D100. Actually, let's use the D100. If you roll higher than what my percentage is, you're not going to be drug into the water by these moldy spore tentacles. You don't meet my DC, you are going in the water, you're losing health. The DC set. I need someone to tell me what this is. On my D10, I hit a 40, and then on my other one, it's a 0.
40.
So it's just 40, flat 40. Okay.
Yeah. 58.
Okay.
75.
Okay.
65.
Okay.
39.
Oh my gosh.
You just had to roll a 40, didn't
Wow.
How very you.
you? Yeah.
All the tendrils that didn't meet everybody else. An ankle, an arm, yanks you into the water and starts pulling you into the cistern. The resistance of the water, you are a hardy fixed object being pulled in through this liquid. It goes up into your mouth, goes up into your nose. As it does, you start making this distressed noise that you can't help. And because you lit this thing on fire too, right? You are echoing the screams it is making as it pulls you into a very old cistern. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
I think... seeing if there is something in the attaché case, I think she'll turn to the others and just go, what can we do? I mean, we can't have a death on our hands. The paperwork? Are you kidding me?
No extra paperwork on my watch. Of course,
All right.
Wayne is gonna dive in after.
Wait.
Arm wrestle.
The rope. Because if there's time, ask, maybe anchoring Wayne maybe around the waist to have the two of us be an anchor point, so a poltergeist did a little bit, Wayne dives in and then we have a hold on the other side of the rope so that we can try to pull, Otis and I can try to pull them out together. Just one idea though.
I think Otis is going for, as he sees that the tentacles are going for Father Fred Frank, Otis is gonna just go, okay, kid, let me and I'm just gonna start bashing the tentacles with my arms, which I fuse them together, and it becomes like a singular kind of fleshy club, like it says on the character sheet. I'm just kind of batting the tentacles away.
Patch,
Yes.
you have one more roll to make against my DC. You remember that secret roll I made you make earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The DC you need to beat is now an 86.
In this moment, as time slows down, he's thinking to himself, perhaps I shouldn't have dialed it back so much.
You hear a squawking over anything electronic. That's a demerit from corporate. Over.
I think that is reflected in the dice roll I just made, which I took a picture of, because I rolled a 4.
Okay. Check your DMs. So that is the state of you unless this anomaly is contained. Okay. Crew. Tell me what you're doing.
I think Claire's still kind of holding onto the other end of the rope, ready to pull Wayne out if necessary, but if it doesn't appear to be working, then she's got another plan.
Wayne is still trying to suplex the father out of this.
And I'm basically acting as a tank, trying to swat away all of the tentacles.
Okay. For the tentacles, the DC you need to go above is a 16 in order to keep Wayne safe from at least those.
On a D100 or a D20?
On a D100.
Okay.
And
100.
Oh. You are able to keep every single tentacle off of Wayne. They are not going to touch your baby boy. Well, yeah. Okay, my baby boy. He doesn't have to be your baby boy, but he is precious. Oh, man.
He's everyone's baby boy.
How often does someone get 100? I kind of want to give them advantage on this roll-off. Patch, roll me a D100.
Holy shit. No fucking joke. 99. I am not even fucking kidding. Picture. Holy shit.
Okay. The control it had over you, I'm going to allow that to be broken, but at the cost of you doing the sever.
Okay. How many limbs do I have free?
With that, let's roll a D4.
That is a 3.
You have 3 limbs free. Go ahead.
Okay. So, in the midst of all this chaos, Father Fred Frank uses whatever limbs he can within reach to wrap around Wayne, who's trying to save, his right hand going into his pocket. And just as that control breaks, so does the rope which is severed by the piece of broken glass from his pocket.
So, taking out the containment briefcase for her next plan and attempting to contain some part of this big bitch somehow.
Yes, Bridget, let's go. So, all right, we're gonna do a series of 3 rolls. Instead of me rolling it for containment, if anyone else wants to do anything during this containment time, feel free to narrate, but either I can roll against her or each one of you can roll against her. What sounds more fun? Do you want to do each one of you guys? Because there's 3 of you. But if you don't want the burden. Okay. Otis.
I mean, just
give her your DC. Roll a D100. Or if we want to do D20s. 2. A 2, Bridget. Don't epic flop. Let's go.
Incredible. All right.
the roll set for your own name.
Flew out of the case. 36.
Perfect. That's 1 success. Next person roll.
I'll give it a roll.
100s or
Yeah, do a 100
20s?
for our Claire to beat.
I got a 61.
Come on, Claire. Mm-hmm.
82.
Wayne.
54.
Come on, Claire. This is the final one.
Okay. 73.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I gotta tie it to our final girls. So I'm gonna take some liberties here. Because we did say that Wayne had come out of the other tunnel.
Do I get toilet flushed?
Yeah, let's toilet flush you. You know what? That sounds great. The entity is roiling and undulating in the deep dark. The water keeps growing. It's almost like every single faucet is on and leaching into this building. Up above the cistern and up above the basement, at least at the mouth you guys are in, because you didn't actually go into the heart of everything. The ceiling starts to crack and things start to cave. You open your containment briefcase and you are pulling forth this entity, and you see scrambling is this stuffed lion animal, and it is disfigured, it's rotten, it's holding itself together with shadow, and it's trying to release as many spores as it can, but you all gloved up, you all masked, it's trying to get you to inhale what it is. And as this is happening, Wayne, when the line was severed, the water rushing, it's almost like the ebb and flow of the ocean, the tide starts to suck you out. You try to clamor for and hold on to what you can, and the monster you had grabbed and you had all dismembered floats nicely like a buoy, and you are just going out with the water. The creature in such a force tries to pull in Otis, it tries to pull in Father Fred Frank, and Claire, you're just holding so steadfast as it goes inside of your container, full Ghostbuster style. You are able to close it and seal it. The moment you do, it transports, it glows, and you now have an activation key to go back to corporate and leave the Shelterwood Inn. Use it like a port key. Everyone will need to get to it, or you'll have to take the long way back to corporate, which is in a city somewhere, someplace. Would you like to go on to your final, girls? Or are we kind of happy with wrapping things up? How do you want to end this? I didn't expect you guys to live. Like, I was fully ready to kill you all.
We kept rolling high when we needed high and low when we needed low. It was perfect.
And there were so many infect procedures, but because, like, I was waiting for you guys to touch the stuff, to lick the stuff. I was ready for that. Actually following protocol. I didn't see that from any of you goblins.
Not even Wayne the intern.
Kind of want to see what happens next with this mysterious life.
Yeah.
And Wayne,
Where
of
they
course.
got to.
Okay. So we can port key you guys out, and we can leave Wayne to this mysterious life cast since they're all here. Okay.
Yeah.
Wayne, you get scuttled. You are going down. Harry, not right now. My cat. Not right now, boo. You're getting scuttled down this drainage pipe. And you are trying everything you can to keep your balance. And you hear the civilians. And technically, they are loose ends. But you could play it off. You could lean into the whole sheriff gig. What you see is a man with a boom and a dog. And you reach towards him, and you get a hold of him. But what's your intent? How are you going to play this off? What are you going to do? Are you going to be a ruthless agent of Big Corpo? Are you going to try to play this in a different direction? Up to you.
Howdy. He's just clutching his hat, even though it's just soaking wet. So, I've got this badge here, and I need to confiscate all of the evidence of what happened here tonight. You can keep your equipment, but I need all of the videotapes, the phones. I'm gonna have to take those in for evidence. I'm so sorry.
If I remember correctly, the last thing that I did was clock you around the side of the head with the boom arm. So I think hearing that, it is immediate. No thanks.
And I think at the end of the first part, Morgan for sure, I think also Blake, we started getting hit with this nausea.
Yeah, and I think Blake had the gun in her hand, and she tried to drop it before she could be made to do anything. So the gun is probably flying toward the ground at this point.
And I will make it a note now that the not that you would know the reason why, but now that the entity has been contained, the sick feelings, the resonance you had been getting from that and the fallout will start to abate over time. You were all, well, especially Blake was infected the most. She didn't know. If they didn't contain this entity, you would have turned into an entity yourself. You were really close. So that will take days, if not weeks, to fully abate and recover from. So do with that information what you will as you move forward.
Take a couple steps back and just look at the others, be like, I don't know what you guys think. Well, I think we need to get the fuck out of Dodge. And by Dodge,
yeah,
I mean
there's-
displace.
The shotgun cocks. I'm a law officer. I did not make a... It was not a suggestion. It was not a request. It was a please hand over your things.
And from your pockets, you hear the upbeat noise of data reaching through your phones and gotcha music playing from Wayne and from Joseph.
You do, waifu. Like, he'll reach in and pull out his phone while still, like, holding the boom arm out, which is probably now bent. Like, and some service? Full service?
I'm gonna say like half bar.
All right.
Man, that waterproof case was really worth the investment.
This is an interesting situation. I don't really know how to go about this. I'm just trying to get some signal, and while he's saying this, he is like bringing up this mysterious live cloud. Upload.
What is going on? I thought you were one of the good guys.
I'm just trying to keep everybody safe and safe.
Why don't you want the truth to be known? The truth is out there. People deserve to know.
Wayne thinking back to the Opal Viper message. Huh. I'm having a conflict of morals. I think that's what people call it.
I think Blake is kind of looks very shell-shocked and will just... I mean, they probably have a digital backup server of everything anyway, so she just figures that's enough and just hands her phone to the sheriff.
Well, I mean, I didn't record anything, but sure, here, you can check.
Well, I believe you, ma'am. I think Wayne just keeps looking like at Sparky, like, for help. Like, what do I do?
Dog to dog.
Immediately, like, phone in pocket, will grab Sparky. You're not taking my fucking dog. You're looking at him. No.
No, I thought you... never mind about who was whose pet.
The fuck did you just say?
The recording tapes and everything. Also, we'll try to get your van, towed out. Hank can look at it in the morning.
You know what? We have several questions about George, Mike, Hank, Gregory, fucking
Tony.
Lucifer, whatever his name is.
Does he even exist? I mean, he's dead, isn't he? At this point. If he existed.
And then I think she'll be like struggling to form words for a minute, but eventually stammers the sentence out. Like, the body, gas station.
I am in so far over my head.
What is going on here? Are you okay? You're all slimy and...
I went through the sewer to get
That's
here.
fair.
Wait a minute, guys. Look, I always knew I was the real brains of the operation. You keep me in the back, behind the camera and everything. But here's the thing. We said we had the scoop of a lifetime. And now, we have an outside eyewitness that can confirm everything that we report. And I'll, like, get up closer to Wayne and be like, your sheriff outfit, it doesn't really suit you. Have you considered a change in career? Because you could be a star.
I'm wearing stars. I'm not really I just help people. I get people coffee. I don't even get paid.
Oh, you can help us. I can pay. Let's see.
Police don't pay you? What the fuck? What is it with you Yankees? Seriously?
Relax. You're the sheriff, aren't you?
I don't even know what I'm allowed to say anymore.
All right.
I just know that I'm up to. He kind of just, his hand is like way above his head, like he had to shrink to fit into this human suit. It's like I am up to here in hot water, boiling acid, and oh man, I thought I was doing it. I was having a great day.
Are you sure we can't help you? You probably hit your head or something.
Something.
And it is with that we are going to be drawing a close on the Shelterwood Inn, at least for now, with this mysterious life. Now, let's break away to what's happening at corporate. 4 sent out, 3 return. And it's time for performance evaluations. Well, Father Fred, we did notice that you touched a living object. 2 living objects. 1 living object. Yeah?
Can I offer a
That's
counter
a demerit.
argument? The planet itself is indeed live.
That's a
mayhaps
demerit.
We are touching something living all
That's
the time.
your 401k.
Sure.
That's what we like to hear. Okay, so with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 demerits, Father Fred, gonna be having at least 2 HR discussions. And did you guys recover did you specifically recover any good evidence? Let's see. Yes, you did. So we can deduce that hour and that hour. Oh, hey, look, you did a single good thing. Next, we've got Claire. Okay. We didn't detect any lies, Claire. Good job. That's a bonus. Procedures followed. That's good. Otis. Did you find yourself sitting down at any point during your excursion?
No. It's difficult to bend in this suit.
Okay. And did you do your sanctioned activities as per your human?
I believe so. I've
Okay.
made some beverages. And
And what did you make?
Well, there's this thing called hot chocolate. Which turns out you need to use coffee for it.
Oh. Is that how you pronounce
That's
it?
how I did it.
I thought it was kofefe.
Oh, probably. I'm not familiar with it.
And
I just try to read.
everybody did the human sanctions, even you, Father Fred?
Sure.
Okay, so if you did your human sanctions, then that means that corporate's gonna unlock your red zone and you'll basically be able to do something new. Wayne, is he out getting coffee? Kofefe? What? Wayne?
We had certain loose ends, and we were told to take care of those, and Wayne is taking care of them.
Sure, it's taken a long time. We had him at 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a big one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 happy points. He was going to get a promotion.
He'll be excited to hear about that.
Well, when you send him over our way for the paperwork, Father Fred Frank, you have some duties to attend to. And yeah. Okay. See you for our next adventure. Get out of my office.
There's a scene playing out in Father Fred Frank's head where he imagines himself pulling out the shard of glass and jamming it in her neck and just goes, sure, and gets up and leaves.
You will find next time that you go to take a bath at corporate that the water is not water, it's oobleck. So enjoy that. Sincerely from corporate.
Sure. Fucking sure.
And Otis, you gotta go home to your daughter and give her free t-shirt and signed merchandise.
Got some stickers. Look at this.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. You got to meet them? How are they?
Oh, they were so nice. The little one, she kept giving out all of these things. There's a t-shirt. I think I actually have 2 t-shirts. But I can wear one, although I'm a bit bigger for it, and you can wear the other. And they were all so nice. Blake is fantastic. Well, the other guy, I didn't talk to him much, but he was on his phone all the time.
And Claire.
I think wrapping up at the end of an adventure, she probably has a full-blown corpo apartment. And before she settles in for another night of research at her desk, which probably is kitted out to be comfortable to sleep in, given she falls asleep at her desk a lot, she's gonna... Okay, the simplest way I can think to explain this is that she uses a fake email address to send in a fan letter to Blake. And let your imaginations do with that what they will. How that plays out.
Love. Wayne. You find yourself surrounded by the people of your favorite TV show, and a choice to assimilate, to find your way back at corporate, or find a way to make a distress call to an unwarranted voice that came across your device. Would you like to think on what Wayne would do and answer that in a future one-shot? Or do you kind of know what he would do now?
Well, without structure, Wayne is panicking. He doesn't think he can pass off as human for anything beyond, like, the, basics. It's like, okay, people's out. I've failed to clean up this mess so spectacularly. Corporate's out. I just have to get off this planet. So I would like to hotwire my cell phone.
Done. And there is someone on the receiving end who has your line hacked and is waiting for your reach out. So, with that, this concludes one night at the Shelterwood Inn. Thank you all for joining us. What did you guys like about the system, about the story? I loved how you all came together. You guys told something way better than what was written.
That's the best part of it. It's just always this combination of people in particular. This table is always like, it's like you said, you prepare 5 things, we will do the 6th thing. Every time, and it's always the best option. It was perfect. It was such a fun time. I loved this story, and to say that it's been so long since we recorded part 1, it felt like it was yesterday once we were back in the thick of it. And even more so when we slipped back into those characters, which was great. I'm so glad we got to do that. So yeah, thank you, Sky.
For real, thank you so much. I'm so glad that I finally got to play my Labra sheep dog in a cowboy suit.
I loved it. That trope and storytelling of like the same story but several hours before is one of my favorite things. Ways of like playing with time, so it was so thrilling to be a part of another iteration of that here. And yeah, I like how we get inventive with the D100s and how it's more I think the stakes were probably a bit higher here, and still though everything came down to those rolls, and like the nail biting tension was also just chef's kiss.
Yeah, I loved how we managed to, from the other side of the story, we still managed to explain every single thing, like the noises in the background. We explained how, basically we were able to create the other part of the story and fit it perfectly. It was so good to see the other side and play the other side.
And truly that comes down to a testament of like how you are as storytellers. So hats off. That was great. Like, you guys were so fun to watch. And the containment, I just threw out a number like, yeah, let's rock, paper, scissors it. And you succeeding against everybody's D100s. The 100 roll, the 99 roll, the 4 roll, like, those were so wild. And, you know, like, even though we're running off of a system, it's always important to be fluid. Like, don't just stick to this, stick to them, stick to your table, because that's where the good story's going to come from. It was a pleasure hanging out with you guys, and I know I'm going to see you in a few minutes anyways, so until we share our next table, we love your face. Don't forget to subscribe, become a member if you haven't already, do all the things, share the video, boost the hell out of it, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.